y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Cecily, also known as Bad Fat Black Girl. I'm a writer, I'm an entertainment journalist, I'm a trap feminist, and one thing about me is I love a rap bitch, okay? I love it. I love rap bitches. I love rap bitches. I just do. That's just who I am. I want to say Happy New Year to everyone. If you're a subscriber, thanks so much for coming back. If not, welcome. In 2021, I'm really trying to honor my peace and my joy and the things that make me happy and that center me. So I want to talk about the rap bitches. I want to talk about the state of femme rap in 2021. I think we just need to take a lay of the land. You know what I mean? Like, let's take stock of like what we have here, what is going on with the girls and the girls, okay? I want to talk about who some of my favorites are. I want to talk about who I'm really kind of keeping my eye on this year, who I kind of want to see more from, and just some of the trends that I see happening this year. And kind of what that says about the culture of hip hop, the culture of, you know, women, the culture of queer folks, the culture of folks in rap. So I just kind of want to talk about all of that. And I may or may not have a very special announcement to make towards the end of this video, so you're definitely going to want to keep watching. But before we get into all of that, you say you love my videos, but all I hear is tap how you a fan, but is you really though? It's a button you ain't tap. It's red and it's sitting right there, but you looking at me like you don't even care. Yes, sis, that means subscribe, and while you at it, go and share. I bet y'all didn't expect that, did y'all? You know, I dabble in the arts a little bit myself, you know. No big deal, but this is not about me. This is not about me. This is about the girls who have dared to be in the music industry, which is something, let me tell you something, I would never do. All that fake ass publicity, those fake friends, the hours that they work, never knowing when the bags are just gonna dry up. Even though as a freelance writer, that's kind of how I feel now. This is not about me. This is not about me, okay? This is about them. So let's get into it. Let's first talk about who some of my faves are right now. Going into 2021, let me just be clear. We have some of the usual suspects like that. I loved them in 2019, 2020. I'm gonna love them in 2021. City Girls, Big Lotto. I know there's been a lot of controversy with Mulatto and her name. I'm sorry, she's my problematic fave. I like Mulatto. I'm sorry. If you don't like her, you can rant and rave about it in the comments. I'm gonna give it to you. I get it. I understand. I like Big Lotto. Megan Thee Stallion. Duh. Y'all know the vibes. But there are also some other folks who are not as mainstream, who I definitely love, who have already made it to kind of like my favorites list. Ken the Man. Bitch, like, everyone needs to go listen to 4304s right now. Like, Ken, like, that's my nunu, you know what I mean? Like, I love the vibe, like just that kind of like, it's really like heavy bass, simple beats, and just her, like, she kind of just like really rides them. Like, that's the type of music that I like, and Ken just gets it. Like, He Be Like is so good. She got a song called For Me with OMS Bloodbath, who I think is a little stud rapper who's looking real zaddy-ish, but we ain't gonna get into that either. Ken the Man is just one of my faves. Go listen to all of Ken the Man stuff. Flo Milli is another one who really just won me over last year. Ho Why Is You Here, which is the project that she dropped last year, is honestly one of the most underrated projects of 2020. If you ask me, I don't think that it got enough appreciation. Like, that was a really solid project, and I think that Flo Milli is so talented. Her voice is so unique. She has a very unique look, and like, I can see how she has a really good team behind her, making sure that she's getting editorial coverage, making sure that she is getting partnerships. Although who signed you up for Flex That Clapback, that AT&T campaign? That was a little weird. I hope that does not mean that her team is kind of like setting her up to like just do like a lot of these like very like random off-brand things, just to kind of like put her on that fast track to, you know, success. that happens to female rappers a lot. I'll talk about that a little bit more later, but I hope that's not what's happening. But for now, like, I'm just really excited to see Flo Milli's continued growth as an artist, and to see where she's able to go in her career, because the other thing that she really has going for her is that I think Flo Milli, because she has that kind of nursery rhymey voice, like I think she really appeals to like younger generations, and that is going to take her so far. Another fave of mine is Kid Ken, double N's, bitch. I love Ken Ken. Ken Ken is 17 years old. He'll be 18 this month, actually. He's my Capricorn twin. He is a 17-year-old queer rapper from Chicago, and I definitely think that queer rappers really encapsulate a lot of the kind of vibe of the culture of femme rap right now. You know, I think that when we talk about, you know, like the state of female rap, we do have to include the discographies of people like Santana, people like Kid Ken. So that's why Ken is definitely on my list of faves. Also, Ken is really out here rapping a lot better than a lot of these adults. Period. I love Ken. And before I move on, I actually have to make an honorable mention in my list of favorites. And I'm kind of embarrassed. But I have to include Saweetie in this. Okay, so listen. My homegirls who are under 30 years old was trying to tell me about Saweetie back in like 2018, okay? And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, what is Lil Baby even saying? Like, I was like, she cannot rap. Like, y'all, it's gonna be a hard no for me. It's gonna be a pass for me. I'm not really like a huge fan of that West Coast sound all the time. There was just nothing. She wasn't bringing enough for me personally. But there really is something to be said about having a strong brand and a really dope personality, because I started to watch Saweetie's vlog series, The Icy Life, and I just kind of fell in love with her because she's so fun. Like, she really does have such a vibrant personality, and then when you have that to match the music does start to sound different a little bit. And I'm always just so happy for her and like the joy that she finds in her life. And so yeah, I kind of like Saweetie now. So all my younger homies who were trying to tell me about Saweetie, I'm sorry, okay? I get it. I too aspire to be an icy girl. I'm currently just a lukewarm lady, but I'm gonna be an icy girl one day, okay? So now that we've talked about like my certified faves, let's talk about some people who I just really like kind of have my eye on this year, who, you know, I still haven't like come to like a firm decision on how I feel about them per se, but I'm like definitely peeping to like see what they do. Or maybe people who I already do like, but I'm just like really looking forward to what they do this year. So I'm gonna say Deli first. Deli is another queer artist from Chicago who actually links up with Kid Ken a lot, who I was just talking about. They do these really dope freestyle videos that always go viral. They literally look like two Ken dolls together. And Deli be spitting, like, period. And I'm really excited to see him kind of get in his bag this year and really like match that energy and match that industry maneuvering that Ken has been able to do so well. So excited to see that. Another one that might be surprising to some folks is Des Dior. So I didn't know who she was. Apparently she used to be like a YouTuber, and now she's dating Future, and I think a lot of people are like very quick to kind of like write her off as like, you know, Future's new girlfriend. But I listened to her project, Definition of Des, and I really liked what I was hearing. So, boo-boo, put Nave Ideas to work and get you some features, sis. I see it for you. I see it for you, Des. I see it for you, sis. Juicy Fruit is another one who I really have my own. I'm kind of really late on Juicy Fruit, but I heard Sidewalk, it was a bop, and now I'm trying to like catch up kind of on her discography. So she's definitely on my radar. Rennie Rucci, who I think is from North Carolina, is another one who I'm really, really, really into. Like her, she just really, again, kind of similar to Ken the Man. They don't sound the same, but I think that whole vibe of just like those real like heavy trap beats and just talking like big boss shit, like that's my type of carrying on. That's the type of stuff I like. And I think Rennie Rucci like matches that vibe for me a lot. Now, the last person that I really have my eye on this year actually might come as a surprise because this is a very established artist, but Cardi. I think Cardi's going to drop her sophomore album this year, and I think it's gonna go up, and I think it's gonna be stuck. Like, I think that Cardi is gonna kill it with whatever rollout she does for this next project. We know that Cardi is always coming with visuals. We know that Cardi is always coming with amazing collaborations. We know that Cardi is always coming with a B. We know that the B in Cardi B stands for budget, baby. Like, Cardi is never going to flop in terms of giving us an experience and building up some hype around a record. And so I think that this is the year that we're going to get the follow-up to Invasion of Privacy, and I think it's going to be like just as epic as what we've come to expect from Cardi, and that's just on period. And so with that in mind, let's talk about some people who I kind of just, I want to see more from. Okay, like I want more for them, I want more from them. I have to take a moment to talk to my bitches from Chicago, okay? Like, if you don't know, Chicago has a stable of bad bitches, okay? Like, in terms of this rap shit, Katie got bands, like, and one of the hardest female drill rappers, Dreezy, who was doing a lot of that kind of crossover rap, sing, songy, follow up to Nicki Minaj type vibes before Doja Cat, but we're not gonna talk about how colorism, I think, is really holding Big Drees back. Not gonna go there. Queen Key just dropped 3 babies on y'all last year at the same goddamn time. But Queen Key is another very strong spitter from Chicago. We got Chella. I mean, like, there is just like Chicago has some really strong like female rap talent. And I want to see so much more from them. I want to see them getting more features. I want to see them having better visuals. Like, I want that for them. I want them to have those connections and to be a part of these conversations that we're having about women in hip hop, because Chicago girls do it better. Period. Santana is who the honorary third city girl. Santana, I want to see more from Santana, just in terms of, so right towards the end of the year, Santana actually did a like promotional project with Netflix, like, you know, just like this real like inspirational little video, like encouraging folks headed into the new year. And I was like, oh my god, like, I love this for Santana, and I really just want to see Santana step into his own as an artist, not necessarily as like Carisha or Just Save Your Friend, not necessarily as like some character. I think that this is going to be a year, and I'll talk about this a little bit more, but I do think that this is going to be a year where we see, you know, a gay / trans rapper really take that shit this year. And I think that there's a very good chance that it could be Santana, and I just really I want to see that. I want to see that for my sis. Another person I want to see more from is Sheikah. You know those people that you feel like you're supposed to like, I just knew that I was supposed to like this person. It's like me with Azalea Banks, you know what I mean? Like, everything about her is very on brand to me, but like, it's a no for me. And sometimes that's what happens with Sheikah. But also, to be fair, like, that kind of like, I think when I was first exposed to Sheikah, it felt very like conscious rapper, and that is always immediately a turn off for me. But like, sis is so fucking smart, and like, she has such excellent takes. And I just think that she has an amazing analysis, and the culture needs her. And so I'm also really excited to see how she continues to maneuver through the industry this year. And I think that there's a strong possibility. I can also see from just like some of the stuff she tweets, or like some of the other conversations that I've seen her have, that she is also trying to like break out of some of like the mold that was kind of that they tried to cast around her. And so I'm excited to see her like really break out of that, like be a little bit more experimental with her sounds. And because I mean, also, she is like one of the more she's one of the more talented spitters that we got out here. So this one is hard, and that's why I saved it for last. I want to see more from my sister, Megan Thee Stallion. I want to see more from Megan. Personal stuff aside, okay? Personal stuff aside. The truth is that we've had Fever, we've had Sugar, we've had good news. None of those projects sonically have matched the energy, the cohesiveness, and the uniqueness that is Tina Snow. Tina Snow, to me, is still Megan's best and kind of quintessential body of work. And when you think about Tina Snow in comparison to Make It Hot, it's not like this huge evolution. Like it's not like it. I'm not trying to, I don't want to hear the excuse of like she needs to like experiment with different sounds and do this and do this and do this, because I don't necessarily think that that's true, because like Make It Hot doesn't sound exactly like Tina Snow, but it also still feels very Megan. And I think that with the release of every project post Tina Snow, we're getting further and further away from the sound that was Tina Snow. And that sound is Meg. That pimp shit is Meg. I know she has a lot of personas that she plays with. I know that she, you know, has a lot of different, like, my sister's very multifaceted. Yet one thing y'all gotta know about Meg is like, she is all of the girls. That's kind of why she became a star so quickly, because she really was able to appeal to so many different types of women and girls, and like that's one of the things that works for her. But I think that you can be that person with the sound that is still yours, and while you develop a sound. And personal stuff aside, I just think that Megan is really being influenced by a lot of different, I think that there are a lot of cooks in Megan's kitchen right now in terms of what her music needs to sound like, in terms of what the hits should be and should not be, and in terms of what, you know, what is going to sound good and what is not. And I mean, she's having her moment right now where she is realizing the dream that she's had as an artist, and that every person who is an artist ultimately has, when they want to like make a living creating their art and reaching like millions and millions of people. And I think that that is amazing, and I love that for her, and I'm happy for her. But I want to see, I want more Tina Snow. I think that there's some authenticity that is being stripped away from the quality of the music for Megan. And I hope that 2021 is the year that we kind of see like a return to that whenever she's done kind of with the promotion cycle for Good News. Oh, that was hard to say. So now that we've kind of like, you know, gone down some of the names that I want to talk about, I guess I just want to kind of close this video and talk about like, you know, where I see like female rap and femme rap and LGBTQ rap. What is its place in the culture right now? And I think that this is the year that we are really going to see folks accept that this isn't a trend. I think that there has been like a lot of coverage around women in hip hop on a lot of different publications. There are obviously a lot of different women in rap right now and a lot of different queer folks in rap right now. But I do think that a lot of folks still look at femme rap as like a fad or like a trend. And I think that you really see that in how people cover it. Like, it's all of these hip hop podcasts and hip hop shows. They rarely ever have female artists on there or queer artists on there. And when they do, they're like asking them about like who they sleeping with or how many abortions they done had. And like, that's whack. That's goofy, period. But I do think that's going to change. And that actually brings me to the announcement that I had. Yesterday, I dropped my first podcast. It's called Purse First. It is about what I just talked about today. It's about the culture of femme rap. I have an amazing, hilarious, iconic co-host by the name of Pierre Phipps. A lot of y'all probably know him as Prince Charming P. He's one half of the Freaky Boys. You can check out our podcast. We actually dropped 2 episodes yesterday. Our first guest is actually Kid Ken. Double N's, bitch. Stop playing. And you can actually subscribe to our podcast on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify. So I'm super excited about that. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. So, some of the other trends I see, I kind of mentioned this when I was talking about Santana earlier, but I do think that this is going to be the year where we see a trans rapper, an LGBTQ rapper really gather the girls and achieve that really super mainstream success. So I don't know, Sydney Star, Amon Hill, Santana, whoever is gonna be, like, gather your wigs, girl. Like 2021 is like, the time is now to go get it. The time is now to go get it, period. And here's the one thing I want to say: don't let no white boy do it either. No, we're not doing that. Because I honestly, like, another trend that I really see happening too is, like, I see more kind of alt black rap, like more alt. I see more alt female rappers popping up too. You know, more Ricos, more baby mothers. I really see, like, you know, somebody who is kind of like a female equivalent to like a Uzi really coming and snatching the girls' necks and snatching the girls up by their collar. You know what I mean? Like, I see that too. But it's really important that we don't let a white woman do that. It's really important. Not after the 2020 and the 2021 we've had. Not after that. Like, let's keep it cute, okay? I think that 2020 is going to be the year that we do just, like, take this culture though more seriously and not treat it as such a trend. Like, obviously I take it seriously and you probably do too, but I think that if you really pay attention, for example, pussy rap and all of that is one of the most popular clubs on Clubhouse right now. I obviously have a podcast, and I think just like the way in which we talk about women and black women and women who rap and women in hip hop in general is going to change. And I think that there's going to be some real permanence to that change. And I think that it's going to be time to really lay to rest, like, some of those old myths about space for who and what the capabilities are and what the skill sets are. Like, we passed all of that. Like, the girls is here, and that's on period.
Tell me, did you like it? 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 Did you like the video? Little baby, tell me so. Got more where that came from, baby. Go on and watch some more. Hit subscribe before you miss it. Hit the bell, come like a kitten every time I drop a video. I thank you for the visit. Thanks for watching.